What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Erica and I'm back with another video. Right now, this message is just talking to those who have been feeling a bit under the weather lately. Lately, you've been feeling like you're just tired. You've just been procrastinating. Seems like you had like this gray cloud over your life. There's a spirit of anxiety and depression going on in your spirit right now. But I'm here to let you know that that is just a phase. God said that it's time for you to step up and step into your purpose. You have to pray away those spirits, the spirit of procrastination, the spirit of laziness. You feel like the world is just moving in front of you. There's nothing that you can do to keep up or catch up with what's going on. You're looking at social media. You're watching people start businesses. You're looking at YouTubers. You're seeing just life around you move back and forth. But yet you're sitting complacent in the same spot that you've been in for years. I'm just here to let you know that for my chosen ones and for anyone, it does not have to be like that. You have to ask God to release those grips of procrastination off of you. You have to pray to God to lift that spirit of laziness off of you. And you have to mentally prepare yourself to move forward in life. So today I want to talk to you all about something that I know I have deep in me. I am a chosen one and I've known that all my life. And, I got caught in a little situation where I was down and didn't know how to really get back out here in life. I think we all did. It probably started in 2020 when they kind of sat everybody down at home and we all had a chance to reevaluate our lives, and some of us realized we could be doing more and some of us realized we could be doing less. But there's a mentality that I like to follow, and I think that if you followed the mentality, that it would help you get up and find your purpose in life. And what I'm calling this mentality is the Kanye mentality. Now, I'm born and raised in the city of Chicago, and I completely understand the mentality of get up, hustle, grind, to get where you need to be at and to get what you want in life. A couple of months ago, I did go on Netflix and I watched the 3-part documentary. It was called Genius. It was about Kanye West. And I'm telling you, when I watched that video, it gave me some nostalgia. It took me back to my days in Chicago thinking that I can do and be whoever I wanted to. And it was all because I had that same mentality as Kanye West. So I'm guessing back in the day, there was nothing that was really stopping us from having that confidence and that will and that drive to get out here and do what we want to do. Another thing I noticed immediately when I watched this documentary is that it was the spirit that came out of his mother. His mother was his #1 fan. She was his teacher. She was his motivation. She was his supporter. She was his rock. And that is what really captivated me about that documentary called Genius on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's still there, but it was the love and support from his mother and the genuineness and the kind-hearted nature that his mother had. We can't find that in the world anymore. It's hard to run across people who actually want to motivate and support you, people who actually want to be there for you and see you succeed, and then be genuinely happy for you when you do succeed. If there were more people in life like his mom, that it would be easier for a lot of us to get up and just get out here with the confidence that we need to just chase a dream, start a dream, make up a dream. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. So that is what I call the Kanye mentality. I was born and raised with it. Back in my younger years, I've managed to, rap with some of Chicago's finest rappers, all because I told my friends I wanted to be rappers, and they said go for it, and I did. And I have those memories of when I did that. I hustled and made money every day being very young in Chicago because that was my passion to do so. Now, fast forward today, I work for myself. I'm a small business owner and I have some other things under my belt. But I learned that if I allow this new life to keep me down and I watch what I'm seeing in front of me, then I'll never get the spirit to get up and move. That spirit of procrastination has fell on a lot of people. And then when you partner that with things that is going on in the world, and the depression and the anxiety just from seeing just so much negativity, and things are definitely not how they used to be, but we can just transform it and make it into what we want it to be. What I'm saying to you is, it's not too late. You can just give your life back to God. The chosen ones, we're already on the path to where we know that it is our moment. It's our time. You can just feel it in your spirit. This year we started a new ascension. And from what I believe, the last ascension, it was all about, it was the earth signs. It was all about foundation and structure. And, we were living in a time where it was all about, using your hands to help build America. And that was that ascension we were in. But in February came a new ascension. And the research I did, it says that this new ascension, in order to make it, you're going to have to be able to use your common sense. Common sense, which is something that we all should have, but a lot of people don't use. It says that you're going to have to go out here and be able to network. You're going to have to talk. You're going to have to use your personality to make moves in this new ascension. So that spirit of complacency and that procrastination and that laziness and that dark cloud that is looming over you, you have to pray to God. You're going to have to shake that off. You may have to give up some things that you've been doing. You may have to change your diet, start eating right, drink more water, let go of the usage of drugs, let go of the smoking, let go of the consumption of alcohol. But whatever you need to do, you have to bring yourself back. Because this life is only moving faster, and it's moving it right around you. So this goes back to the Kanye mentality. In this documentary, Kanye West started out as a young kid from the streets of Chicago. And he just had ambition and drive, and he was like the superstar of his family. They caught him on video recording, and he was dancing and performing at family functions. Fast forward, you see him, and he's a producer. He's producing music and beats for some of the hottest rappers that were out at that time. But here's the thing that reminds me so much of what we go through today, that what I saw in that film. It starts out with Kanye providing services for rappers who wouldn't even be able to rap without his services. So with that being said, you would want to stay humble with the people who are there for you, especially if you know that they've contributed to your success. Now there comes a point where Kanye decides that he wants to be a rapper. And he's telling this to all the hottest rappers. He's telling it to Jay-Z. He's telling it to Dame Dash. He's telling it to everybody. Everybody's hearing him, but nobody's listening. Kanye looked at them all and he said, yeah, I want to be a rapper. And I'm going to be the best rapper of all time. I'm going to be the greatest of all time. Are you hearing me? I am going to be the greatest of all time. He said it without a doubt. He said it confidently. He said it, he manifested it. You know who believed in him? His mother believed in him, and that's all that it took. But the same guys that he was putting on to help them further their career, they kind of, oh yeah, we hear you. Oh, just stick to doing the beats. Just stick to doing the beats. That's so familiar to what we as people deal with nowadays. People put you in a box. This is what you do. This is your job. You stay here. Stay in your lane. You cannot live like that. You have to have the Kanye mentality. Kanye was content with doing beats until that wasn't enough for him. Then he decided he wanted to be a rapper. And not only just a rapper, but he wanted to be the greatest rapper of all time. So he started manifesting it. There was parts in the documentary where he mentioned that he wanted to start his own fashion label. And he wanted to have the best fashion line of all time. Fast forward to today, he manifested everything that he said. We have to start manifesting our futures. We have to get up, stop making excuses. You out here watching the world pass you by. You have to get up and you have to take control of your life. Don't worry about the next man. Don't worry about what you didn't get. Don't worry about what you need. If you get out here and start, who knows what may come to you. You have to have the Kanye mentality. There was another portion that really stood out to me in the documentary, and I don't want to quote it word for word, but I remember he was having a back and forth at the studio with a guy, and I think it was in reference to Kanye, like calling himself like a god or some type of, he labeled himself on a higher caliber, and then one of his counterparts was like, well, who's to say you're a god? Like, no, you can't just call yourself a god. And then Kanye looked at him and said, why not? And then the guy said, well, how can you call yourself a god? Like, who are you to call yourself a god? And Kanye's response was, who are you to say I'm not? That's self-confidence. Nobody can tell you who you are, what you are, where you're going. Only person know what you can and can't do, and who you really are is you. All I'm saying is we have to adapt to the Kanye mentality. You have to walk around knowing that it's possible, knowing that if this is what you want, this is what you have to do. You tell people, I'm about to be the greatest of all time. I'm about to start this business. Watch. When this business get to going, you going to be shopping there. Watch. People going to look at you crazy. They're going to mistake your confidence for arrogance. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get on this YouTube channel and I'm going to make this YouTube thing blow up. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch me. That's just me manifesting. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. I hope it happens. But I'm just saying that's the confidence that you have to have in this world. You just got to put it out there. You know, you're going to have people on the side like, yeah, right, okay, we're going to see. She says she finna get ready to start this business. She going to do this on this YouTube. We're going to see. Yeah, I'm watching. But guess what? They watching and they're waiting to see what happens. Without a shadow of a doubt, you have to have that Kanye mentality. Kanye is definitely a chosen one. He is chosen. He's been chosen. If you haven't known that this man been chosen since the beginning of the time, then maybe you're just tapping in with your spirituality. The man is like a self-proclaimed God. Like everything he do is in the form of like, and I'm not going to say he's a cult, but he has a cult-like following. Sunday services packed. Gym shoes dropping, gone, high demand, back order. No matter what he dropped in fashion, gone. People lined up, concerts sold out. The greatest of all time. He manifested that. And look at him today. The only issue he has going on with him is that he's greater than other people thought he could be. So when you get too great, people tend to want to bring you down a notch. They want to keep you in your place. They want to keep you at a certain level. We can't let you get too high now. Then they deem you crazy. Then they deem you arrogant. Then they think, oh, she thinks she too much, or he's doing too much, or he crazy, or he has issues. That man ain't got no issues. And I'm speaking on behalf of him. The issue is life. And life is so divided that you don't know you can't please everybody. So it's always going to be somebody that's going to find a problem with what you got going on in life. But I know one thing, you better get up off that couch. You better get up out that house. You better sign up, take some classes, take them at home. You better start something. Instead of shopping on Amazon, you better look into where you need to go to find you some stuff where you can sell. Start your own little Amazon. Because we entering into this new world and they got room for people to sit down and they got room for people to flourish. 2020, the Great Reset, that taught everybody how to sit down, sit in the house, chill, relax, don't move. Matter of fact, we'll pay you to stay at home. Shut the schools down, shut the jobs down, shut the businesses down. Let them sit at home, let them get complacent, let them reevaluate their lives, and then we'll shake up the pot. And when we Open the doors. We'll see who comes back out running, which direction they run in. We'll give people the opportunity to do things they've never done. We'll loosen some restrictions and some requirements. Yeah, so what? You never worked in this field. You want to work in this field? Come on. Who's to say you can't do it? Let's give them a chance. So the world has been shaken up, restirred, and now there's opportunity for everybody. But the sad part is a lot of people, when those doors open back up, they didn't come back out. They're still sitting down. They're still procrastinating. They're still hiding. They're still waiting, thinking that things are just gonna, it'll never be. It'll never be. Life is in full effect right now. Don't let what you see on social media blind you and make you think that life is not taking place right now. My chosen ones know the stuff they show you on media is to keep the fear in you, is to keep you down. You better turn off the news and you better start looking outside and see what's going on around you. Life is constantly moving. You have to get up. You have to ask God to release that grip, that spirit of procrastination, that spirit of laziness, that spirit of, I just can't do it, the spirit of addiction, whatever is holding you back, you better wake up. You better get that Kanye mentality. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. All right, I got this. I'm not just content with being that. I don't want to just be a paralegal. Now it's time for me to become an attorney. Like, you better constantly build that portfolio. You better get those 3, 4, 5 streams of revenue in. You have to do what you need to do. And to the chosen ones, y'all know it's time. A lot of us, we're still stuck. But we lean on each other for that understanding. And we give each other that support and that motivation that we need to get out here and just do and be great. Because that's what God destined us to be. I'm a Kanye. Like, I'm so Kanye mode right now that I'm surprising myself because I was asleep for a minute. I had the little fog in the days in front of me. You know, God sat me down to like restructure my life and get me on the level because he said, don't worry about it. Right now, it's not your time. When I put you back out there, you're going to have more to talk about. You're going to have more experience. You're going to be seasoned. You're going to be ready. The people going to be waiting for you. And now I'm back. And I'm back with the Kanye mentality. Like, if I say I want to be the greatest of all time, I want to be the greatest of all time. Period. Who gonna tell me I can't be? And that's the same mentality that you need to adapt. Don't look at a person like they crazy. Who deems a person crazy? Who are you to say somebody is crazy? Oh, well, he bought a house across the street from his kids. Good. Good. You know why he bought a house across the street from his kids? Because he could afford it. But I think he also had a house in the mountain, and I'm sure he had properties everywhere else, but nobody telling you about all the other properties. Oh, well, we just going to talk about the fact that he bought a house across the street from his kids, not across the street from his ex. The title shouldn't say he got the house across the street from his ex. It should say a billionaire could afford to buy the property across the street from his kids to make his life more convenient for him and his kids when he needs to come around. So he purchased that property and he added it to his portfolio of several other properties that he owned in several other states. Good job, Kanye. How is that crazy? He bought a house across the street from you know who. No, he bought a house across the street from his kids because he can. Because he loves his kids and he want to be in his kids' lives and he want to make their life just as normal as he can. It's the mentality. You think he crazy? He know exactly what he doing. And so does everybody else. You better adapt that Kanye mentality. You got to get up off the couch, get out the house. You got to put the drink down. You got to put the weed down. You got to just stop. Get off of social media and get outdoors. Get some fresh air. Get some sunshine. Breathe. Live. Figure it out. And if you can't find what you're doing where you at, maybe it's time for you to move. Some of you guys, live in these areas that you know are unsafe. It's just not the best for you. It's not the best environment for your kids. You know, there's no jobs, there's no nothing. Do you know the amount of rent you're paying there? You could probably say pay the same thing in a place that's flourishing. The spirit of laziness got you thinking that you can't move. If you're not happy in Ohio, then why not move to Michigan or Indiana or Illinois? Why stay in Ohio if Ohio is not doing anything for you? That's all I'm saying. That's that stuck mentality. You got to get that Kanye West mentality. I'm just saying, and I'm not working for any platforms, anything, but if you haven't had the chance to see the documentary, you just need to take a look at it. Like, after I saw it, I said, oh yeah, these the days I remember. This is the time I remember. Well, when you just said you was going to do it, you got up and you did it. And it was so easy to do. And maybe if the world had a lot more Dondas in it, then you would see more people. You would see more people out here flourishing. It's that support. It's that love. It's that person being there for you, making sure they got your back. The chosen ones, y'all know it's our time. I know a lot of us, we're doing what we need to do. We're out here sharing and spreading the word with our fellow people. There's a lot of us who are just waking up spiritually. You know, we still got a long journey ahead of us. And it's some of us, unfortunately, we're watching, but we're watching from the couch. It's time to get up. You better get that, click in the Kanye mode. Get that Kanye mentality. Get up, say, hey, she talking, I can talk too. Let me pull my phone out and talk to some people and see if anybody want to hear what I have to say. Get up, do anything. Anything is more valuable than doing nothing. Nothing gets you absolutely nothing. Doing something gets you something. So this was just something that was on my heart. I wanted to share this with you guys because I even know, like, after 2020, for a little bit, I had that little stuck, like, okay, regroup. What do I really want to do out here? It hit me, but I also know I was born with the Kanye West mentality. And over the years, I lost it. But guess what? I got it back now. And I feel great. So you probably would feel great too if you end up finding it. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. God got your back. You was chosen for a reason. Just get out here, pray on it, make it work. Make sure it works for you. Don't do what the next man is doing. Find your gift. Share your gift. It's time. With that being said, my name is Erica I Am, and if you want to hear more of this content, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, subscribe, share the page with your friends. And like I said, it's time. We got to wake up. Get that Kanye West mentality going. Until the next video, I love you guys. Stay positive. And God bless.